Morning, this is Andy. Welcome to English speaking class. Guys, girls, my students, Assalamu alaikum. Sabal khair, marhaba, ji ayanu. Sabal khair, marhaba, ji ayanu. Rivet, tajahao, zawa. My students, today we are going to view the use of interrogative adjective whose. Whose is commonly used in speaking and it is a part of communication. Let's see the sentences constructed with the help of whose. Here see, the first one is whose sister is she? Whose sister is she? Whose sister is she? Whose sister is she? This is a question. This is an interrogative statement. वो किसकी बहन है? Whose sister is she? Whose sister is she? वो किसकी बहन है? Whose sister is she? वो किसकी बहन है? And next is whose brother are you? Whose brother are you? Whose brother are you? आप किसके भाई हो? Whose brother are you? आप किसके भाई हो? Whose brother are you? आप किसके भाई हो? My students, whose is commonly used to ask questions and this is said to be an interrogative adjective. इसे सवालिया इसमें ज़मीर कहा जाता है और उससे बहुत सारे many more जो है sentences बनाए जाते हैं और आज हमने दो sentences देखे. whose sister is she? Whose sister is she? वो किसकी बहन है? और दूसरा जुमला आपने देखा, इंटरोगेटिव सवालिया जुमला दूसरा आपने देखा, whose brother are you? Whose brother are you? Whose brother are you? आप किसके भाई हो? Let's see the next sentences made with the help of whose. The next one is whose house is this? Whose house is this? Whose house is this? ये किसका घर है? Whose house is this? Whose house is this? ये किसका घर है? 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 A beautiful statement. Let's see the next sentence. You see, my students. Next is whose spouse is Lee? Whose spouse is Lee? Whose spouse is Lee? Whose spouse is Lee? ये किसकी मंगेतर है? Whose spouse is Lee? Whose spouse is Lee? ये किसकी मंगेतर है? Whose spouse is Lee? ये किसकी मंगेतर है? Whose spouse is Lee? ये किसकी मंगेतर है? Another beautiful statement. Whose spouse is Lee? Whose spouse is Lee? Lee किसकी मंगेतर है? Let's see the next statement. आइए अगले जुमले को देखते हैं. Whose task is this? Whose task is this? Whose task is this? Whose task is this? ये किसका काम है? Whose task is this? Whose task is this? ये किसका काम है? Whose task is this? ये किसका काम है? Whose task is this? ये किसका काम है? Let's say them again. आइए एक बार फिर से दोहराते हैं. Whose sister is she? Whose sister is she? वो किसकी बहन है? Whose sister is she? वो किसकी बहन है? Whose sister is she? Whose sister is she? वो किसकी बहन है? Next one is whose brother are you? Whose brother are you? आप किसके भाई हो? Whose brother are you? आप किसके भाई हो? And next is whose house is this? Whose house is this? ये किसका घर है? And next is whose spouse is Lee? Whose spouse is Lee? Whose spouse is Lee? ये किसकी मंगेतर है? And last one is whose task is this? Whose task is this? ये किसका काम है? Whose task is this? ये किसका काम है? Hey my students, these are very interesting statements, interrogative sentences constructed with the help of whose. Memorize all these phrases and commonly used interrogative adjective whose. I wish you all the best. I'll see you again. Goodbye. Goodbye.